This is a audio test for streaming while using a microphone. Testing 1 2 3. Audio test 1 2 3. So apparently yesterday while I was streaming, I didn't notice that my microphone was completely silent, and so at first my microphone was off because I'm a boomer, not very smart. But after I finally figured it out to turn the microphone on, for some strange reason, either the computer turned down the volume settings or some sort of automatic OBS setting must have lowered my microphone gain, because everyone was complaining the audio from my microphone was super quiet, and you could hear the video game audio, but you couldn't hear me talking. And so I thought it was just like a little bit quiet, but I mean, like, you couldn't really hear it at all when I went back and played it and listened to it. So hopefully this has fixed that problem. Including when the video game is pretty loud. So I'm going to go ahead and set all those volumes back and then see if that's a problem. Again, this is me talking right next to the microphone, so it should be super loud on the microphone side. The game audio should be up to full volume again, like it was before, like I've been doing most of these casts. So hopefully it's one is not completely overpowering the other. So you should be able to hear my voice talking and the video game noises in the background as well. Adam87 says, "You good?" So I'm assuming things are somewhat back to normal now. Also, I'm going to try and talk a little bit away from the microphone and see if you can still hear me all right, even with the video game noise up super loud. So this is me talking from about 2 feet away from the microphone, and the video game noise is pretty loud, so hopefully you can still hear me, but the video game is probably much louder now, and my voice should be a lot quieter in my normal speaking voice. Again, this is a test to see what went wrong. I have no idea why the computer turned the mic gain down, because I never turn mic gain down for any, whether I'm doing online panels or live streams or whatever. So 2 foot is no good, Mr. George. Yeah, so I've kind of figured that was part of the problem, was if I get too far away from the microphone, it just gets too quiet. So I think I'm learning the fact that I have to be at least, or at a minimum of a maximum of 1 foot away. But I think generally most people agree that if you're just like 3 or 4 inches away from the microphone, that's the best level. It's like super loud and clear at that point. But I kind of like having the microphone away from my face, just so I don't accidentally kick it or punch it or whatever. So I'll try to see if there's a way I can maybe even kick up the microphone gain so that I can be a couple feet away and still talk clearly. The other problem being my voice is completely destroyed by Kung Flu, so it's probably okay with people with clear speaking voices, but I have to strain to talk, so that's probably not helping either. Anyways, this is about 8 inches to a foot away from my mouth, so hopefully this is a much clearer audio. Plus it's probably picking up the video game noise in the background, so I usually turn that down while I'm game streaming and talking at the same time. I don't really need to hear the video game audio very clearly, but sometimes I do want to listen to what's going on in the video game. So, and I usually don't use headphones while I'm talking on this microphone, so if there's too much feedback or whatever, sometimes there's an echo from the video game and the video game audio stream at the same time and my microphone, so if that becomes a problem, I'll have to figure that out as well. Audio is good for gaming at 8 to 10 inches. For panels, you might want to turn the mic up. Okay, well, this is kind of my normal panel distance as well. I usually don't just make out with a microphone, mainly because before it was popping too much, for one thing, and second of all, I didn't want it to be just like the booming voice that sounds like I'm trying to talk over everyone or whatever. So for example, if I get right on the microphone, like 1 inch away or something like that, obviously the audio is going to be better, but then you're going to probably get more popping and stuff, even though I have a windsock on it. And the audio may be a bit too overpowering, even with the standard mic gain settings. So I like to keep it at a nice, comfortable, 8 to 10 inches or whatever. And again, I can basically make sure there's no background audio going on. So I just turned my speakers off in my room so that the video game noise isn't adding any background noise. And so now the audio should be a lot clearer, even though I haven't moved anywhere, but I just turned the video game speakers down in my room. I usually don't listen to headphones while I'm playing video games, and I only use headphones for when I go on panel, just to make sure there's no echo from the panel voices or whatever. So if other people are going to boom on panels, join them. Yeah, King Philip. That's kind of the problem, isn't it? It's like when everybody's shouting, the one person talking normal sounds like he's whispering or something like that. So yeah, I have that problem too, but hopefully I'm going to spend most of my time on my channel, so there is no double audio for the game. That's good to know. Unfortunately, this microphone does pick up background audio sometimes, so like when I'm on a panel and I'm listening to them speak over my speakers and the microphone's just in the room picking up all the ambient noise, they have complained about hearing the echo from their voice. And so I will always use headphones when I'm on a panel, just to make sure it completely cancels out, the room audio, the room chatter. According to you, the video game's not a problem, so I'll just turn it right back up where I can hear it. And hopefully there's no double feedback because my OBS streams the game audio directly from the computer. And then obviously, while I'm talking on the microphone, it has a chance to pick up the video game and, echo it. So I was just checking to see if that helps or hurts any. But according to you, there is no difference. So we'll see if that's consistent. Anyways, yesterday, for whatever reason, I had the regular microphone set up, but the computer, for some reason, lowered my mic gain to like, 8% or 2% or something like that, something super low. And so that's why everybody was saying like, whoa, your microphone's super quiet and stuff like that. And I thought it was just because the video game noise was like overpowering it, or being too loud or whatever. Because sometimes in certain parts of the video game you can be around a bunch of noisy factories, and it may kind of drown out the microphone audio, and so I was just making sure that wasn't it. Anyways, it should be fixed now, so I was just doing an audio check to make sure everything works. I'm probably go ahead and kill this audio test before I just do a full regular stream. Just want to make sure the audio is good. So I'm going to go back and listen to it just to make sure it sounds good on both ends, and then hopefully that fixes the microphone problem, which I don't know why the computer changed it, but maybe there was some automatic setting where if there's ever some sort of shouting, or you're switching between audio programs like, standard vanilla Windows versus OBS microphone control, maybe they fought each other for a second and just turned down the volume in one of the settings or something. I have no idea, so I don't know how that happened. Anyways, the correct mic, I believe so. Yeah, this is a new microphone, by the way, King Philip. I don't know if you've noticed the difference, but for months I've always been using my gamer headset to do all my all of my audio. And so every time you would hear me on panel, I was always using my gamer headset. And so it's it's the combination headphones microphone type gaming headset. I think it's like a Logitech like G33 or something, like I can't remember the model, but anyways, I've been using that forever, for like the past 8 months or so, at least, if not for like the past, I don't know, 5 or 10 years that I've been on the internet, in various forms. But only recently have I gotten a new microphone, so I don't know if you've noticed a distinct change between what I usually sound like and what this sounds like. And so this microphone is one of those HyperX Solocast microphones, and everyone says it's really good quality. The audio is really nice quality. The mic gain is probably a little bit on the weak side because I have to turn all the settings up to maximum in order for it to just sound normal talking. If I turn it down, you just basically can't hear me. And so with all the microphone settings at maximum, then most people said that this microphone sounds pretty good. Yeah, there's definitely two types, and if anything, I actually had a third type. For my first set of HyperX is pretty good. For my first playthroughs, you'll notice that was even slightly different, and probably not even as good as my headset. I had like a desktop, like El Cheapo microphone, like one of those like video conferencing cameras, that has like a built-in microphone. I was using the built-in microphone from like a real super cheap little, video conferencing camera as my gaming microphone. So you probably heard that was even probably lower quality, or really scratchy and hard to hear. And it was just sitting on top of my desk, and at least like a 3 feet away from my mouth. So you got a Logitech and a Yeti Blue Tech. That's cool. I actually have a one of those snowballs somewhere back in storage. Can't remember the brand. You can probably remember for me. It looks like a white ball or something. What's it called? Snowball microphone. A blue snowball. I think I actually have one of those somewhere in storage. I don't know what brand that is. I think it's just called... Is that a Logitech brand? I never knew that. I'm sitting here looking at the listing right now, and it says Blue Snowball, but it also says the brand name is Logitech. I never knew that was Logitech. I thought Blue was its own company or something. Anyways, whatever company makes Blue Snowballs, I think I have one of those somewhere in storage. So, yeah. I didn't bother digging it out or anything. Oh, Logitech bought Blue Yeti. Okay, there you go. Okay, so maybe I bought it when it was a Yeti Blue Snowball or something. I don't know. I don't remember the original company's name or anything. So, anyways, I have one of those, but okay, it was recently acquired by Logitech. That makes sense. So yeah, I think I bought it when it was the previous company, whether it was Yeti or some other company. I don't remember the name of the original company. I have one of those, but it's in storage, and I kind of don't like it because it's kind of big and clunky. I specifically got this solo cast microphone because it's not tiny, but it's way smaller than that giant, Snowball microphone. And so, yeah, I think people told me the Snowball was a pretty good microphone, but you have to have like a really heavy mount for it to hold it properly. And currently I'm just kind of sitting in the middle of my room. I'm not near a desk or anything. And so every time I game or whatever or go online, I have to basically work off of like little tripod stands to hold my stuff. Oh, Cynthia uses Blue Snowball. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they're good quality. But anyways, since all of my equipment is free floating on tripods in the middle of my room here, I got this little solo cast on purpose because it's about as small as a good quality microphone as you can get, and so I haven't heard any major complaints about it yet. So again, other than user error, like me trying to figure out how to get OBS to play nice with Windows or whatever. So yeah, start the real show already. Okay, I agree. I've gone over way too long. Okay, well, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this audio test, listen to it, make sure it's at the levels I want it to be, and so far it sounds like you guys are pretty good on the audio in general. So I'll go ahead and kill it and check it, and then I may start a real stream here in 30 minutes or so.